Hi, YouTube family. Thanks for tuning in today. CeedeeLight here, bringing you another video. Today we are on our way to the Tobacco Road Harley Davidson, located in Raleigh, North Carolina. This morning, my husband has on the GoPro on the top of his helmet, and I am in the front leading the way. We are leaving our subdivision on our way to go see the event that the Tobacco Road Harley Davidson has going on. Today is October the 31st, and they were going to do a trunk or treat for the kids, and they also had a sale going on at their location. This is probably my second time going to Harley Davidson. It used to be Ray Price before he passed away, and then I think they sold the business to someone else, so now it's known as Tobacco Road. But we're going to check out some of the Harley Davidsons there and possibly any other motorcycles that they offer. So just stay tuned and enjoy the ride. As you can tell, I live in the country, or what I consider the country. I wouldn't mind it being a little more rural, with a little more spacing of the houses, but you know, it is a nice area. As you see, the trees are still green. There are a few leaves that are turning colors, which will give a beautiful scenery. But for the most part, we're still mostly green on this morning. It is a cool and brisk morning. The temperature was 50 degrees. And for me, that was extremely chilly for me. So on this particular ride, I actually had on some thermals, motorcycle thermals, and I wore my Kevlar lined jeans, which are very thick. And then I had on my Tourmaster jacket, which had a quilted liner on the inside. I also had on my baklava to cover my chin area, because anyone who rides a K&M Ryker knows that that wind will hit your neck and chest. And on mornings like this, you're riding with the temperature of 50 degrees, it really turns out to feel like it's probably like 45 degrees or even 43 degrees. But all in all, it was still a nice ride. I enjoyed it. The sun is shining, so I have no problems riding in the cool weather. Also had some glove liners on, and then I just had some regular gloves on. They're motorcycle gloves, but I will admit they were mesh, but they managed to keep me warm on our journey there to the Tobacco Road Harley Davidson. I do have some winter gloves, but they're very thick, and now this particular morning I didn't think I needed to wear those gloves. Okay, so just stay tuned, and we'll be coming up shortly to Tobacco Road Harley Davidson. We have arrived at the Tobacco Road Harley Davidson dealership located in Raleigh, North Carolina. We decided to just go inside the store and take a look at some of the items they had for sale. We have these beautiful motorcycles here, and the clothing. Love the clothing there. That's my style of dress right there. This blue motorcycle here is a 1978 Harley Davidson XX 125. It's cute, isn't it? Looks like a classic. I decided to do a voiceover because the store itself was very loud, and also it had music playing in the background. At this particular time, they were playing Ghostbusters, which, you know, if I allowed that to play, I'd probably get a copyright violation from YouTube. Therefore, I had to mute the video and do this voiceover. But please enjoy the video. We take a look at some of the motorcycles they have to offer. That copper color one right there is quite lovely, and actually copper color like that is my husband's favorite color. I'm more of a deep dark burgundy or cherry red color for me. Now, I will admit, I do not know that much about Harley Davidson. I know that it's a very popular motorcycle. I know they've been around for years and years. I know most people consider them the top line in motorcycles. And looking at them, I can agree that they actually look really, really good. Um, Not all are my type, my style of riding. Of course, I have a Can-Am Ryker, but even when I was on two wheels, I preferred the Kawasaki. And actually, what drew me to a Kawasaki ZZR 600 was the fact that I could ride it with my feet being somewhat halfway planted on the ground. And I also like the look of a sport bike more than anything. Um, my very first motorcycle was a 2001 Kawasaki Ninja. And soon after I took the motorcycle training course with a friend of mine, I went out and got my Kawasaki Ninja. It was a 250. I didn't want to take any chances as I was new to driving motorcycles. And my friend, she actually got a Katana. I want to say it was a 750 Katana at the time. Then later she upgraded to a Hayabusa, and I upgraded to my Kawasaki ZZR 600. But you know, had I been introduced to a lightweight Harley Davidson, and assuming I could have afforded it at the time, that could just as easily been my bike. I see they do have where you sit on the seat. They have a short inseam, so more than likely my feet would have been planted flatter on the ground. And I'm only 5'1" with like a 29-inch inseam, so getting a particular motorcycle does present challenges. I can't ride everything out there because I wouldn't feel comfortable if I couldn't hold it up. I did sit on a few of the Harley Davidsons that were outside. And the one I sat on was probably about 500 pounds, but it just seemed really, really heavy. It didn't have a lot of fairing on it. It was just, I think, a Sportster type of some sort. And I was very flat-footed, but, you know, with the chrome that's up there, it just had a lot of weight to it. So sitting on that did not feel the most comfortable to me. Hence my love of having a sport motorcycle. And hopefully in the future, I will possibly venture into getting a cruiser style motorcycle, maybe. But that's a story for another day. But I will say the paint color on these motorcycles looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that gloss and that shine, and even that headlight. They put a lot of craftsmanship into these motorcycles, and I can really respect that. So if you're ever in the Raleigh, North Carolina area, sorry, have to break right here. Look at that. Now that would be more my style of riding Harley Davidson. Look at the exhaust coming out there. It is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. Could be looking like a bad butt on that thing. Love it, love it. The price, I don't love it so much, but that is one real good looking motorcycle. As you see, I spent a lot of time looking at this particular motorcycle. Don't just stand there, ride it. Absolutely right. They did have a lot of used bike inventory out there. So if you're in the area, again, if you're interested in, you know, getting a motorcycle, all my lady riders or potential lady riders out there, if you want to get something, you know, go for it. I would advise take a motorcycle riding course. It's to your benefit. It teaches you some skills that you may not know about. But it's just exciting. It's fun. I call it wind therapy. When I get on my motorcycle, it's like a whole nother world. It's like you're leaving everything behind, and it's almost like a self-love type thing. You know, invest a little bit in yourself And I know sometimes we all do for others and give for others, but this is one opportunity when you can get on your motorcycle and just ride a country road, ride the interstate, wherever you want to ride, and just feel good about it. Just feel wind therapy is what I call it. So it's just an enjoyable time to yourself. Sometimes when I ride my motorcycle, I'll just sit there and, not to be super religious or anything, but I'll just sit there and say a little prayer, talk to God, pray for other people. It gives you that alone time that you may not be able to get, because you're at someone's job, or, you're at home taking care of others or running errands. But it just gives you that time to just be alone by yourself, or just be alone talking to the Creator. Also, while we're there, if you see in the background, they had a lot of little baby items you could get for your grandkids or your children, bibs and small little shirts and things like that, little jackets, backpacks that said Harley Davidson. I thought that was really cute and clever. Harley Davidson also sells Triumph motorcycles, so if you're interested in a Triumph motorcycle, you can come to Tobacco Road Harley Davidson in Raleigh, North Carolina, and check out their inventory. Shout out to Coach Bob, because I know he rides a Triumph when he's not riding his Can-Am Spyder. Also, another shout out to Doodle on a motorcycle. She too rides a Triumph. They are excellent looking machines. And at least from those two, Coach Bob and Doodle, they say they are great riding machines, very smooth, especially Doodle. She said she is very happy that she actually decided to go with the Triumph. So if you get the opportunity, check her videos out too. That's Doodle on a motorcycle. And check out Coach Bob. It's actually Coach Bob 3. I will leave a link in the description to their channels if you're interested. Also want you to check out another Ryker vlogger, the Night Ryker. I watch a lot of his videos. He gives great content also. He's located in Georgia. And, I consider us, all of us doing these Ryker videos, or almost any type of motorcycle vlogging. It's like we're a family, especially with the Ryker community. We're small compared to maybe other vloggers that are out there riding their Harley Davidsons, but there's sort of a camaraderie. So, I feel grateful to be a part of that community. I think this is one of those adventure type riding motorcycles by Triumph, the Triumph Tiger 900. If you watch Itchy Boots, she's a motorcycle vlogger located over there near Europe, in that area, and she does a lot of riding. Her videos are awesome, but it's just so full of adventure. So this is a adventure type motorcycle that if you're interested in that off-roading and on-roading capability, this would be one of those motorcycles. I also watch TwoWheelsBigLife, and the wife rides a BMW and the husband rides a Harley, and they do a lot of camping, and they're living on the road, so to speak, and doing a lot of camping out. But I think as much riding as they do, they would benefit from an ADV type motorcycle bike. Again, I will leave a link to their website in my description also, just so you can check out others in the motorcycle riding community, not just for Rikers, but two wheels, just offering up a different type of lifestyle. I want to thank you for tuning in with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider subscribing. I'm really trying to build this channel up. Please like and comment. If you got any tips or advice about Harley Davidson motorcycles, or just your experience in general, please feel free to comment. I welcome any feedback. I welcome the communication among us. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Stay blessed. If you've been thinking about riding, just take the leap. Get the motorcycle class and take a leap and go for it. All right. Have a blessed day. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.